Thanks, Michael. Good morning. What started with conversations about the future of sports over the past couple of years led to Tiger, Rory, and I forming a company together that we announced formally yesterday. It's called Tomorrow Sports, and we're happy to announce today our first project. It's rooted in the traditions of the game, but it's taking a big step into the future. And every step along the way, we thought about how can we enhance the fan experience. And it starts with having the two biggest superstars in the game, Tiger and Rory, committed to play. So let me introduce you to the TGL. So a few details. This is a tech-infused team competition in front of a live crowd, in front of a live television audience. It's 18 holes in 2 hours. We've been working together on this for nearly 2 years, and every time we talked about it, it was always, this is going to be a complementary project to the PGA Tour. So we couldn't be happier that Jay embraced the vision immediately, and the tour got on board, and we're happy to call the PGA Tour our partners on the project. So how does it work? You see the architectural renderings of the venue. For the fan, think sitting courtside at an NBA game. It's that type of energy, that type of environment, music, player introductions. You're right on top of the action as a fan. And you see everything play out in front of you. To orient yourself from a golf standpoint, you see the drives and approach shots go into the screen. It's a commercial-sized screen, not quite the size of an IMAX screen, but pretty damn close. And then the ball will be placed in the short game area, and the guys play out from there. It's 6 teams of 3 PGA Tour players, so 18 players total. And the regular season is 15 Monday night matches followed by a semifinals and finals series. And it starts in January of 24, which is 18 months away. So I know you guys have a lot to write about just based on what we've been through this morning. So there are going to be a lot of details that get announced as we get closer to the competition. And we'll after Rory, we'll take some questions.
Yeah, couldn't be more excited to partner with Tiger and Mike on this project. As Mike said, we've been working on this for 2 years, and I think when someone comes to you and says, I've got something to show you, I think it'll be really cool. It'll enhance the fan experience. It'll be additive and complementary to the PGA Tour season. Oh, and by the way, Tiger Woods is involved. It's like, yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool. So I think it's a great opportunity for PGA Tour players to show a different side of themselves. Prime time on Monday night. I think it's great for, brand exposure to try to engage a different audience. We've all heard about the fact of how old sort of the golf audience is, trying to get younger eyeballs onto it. And I just think it's going to be a really cool concept. Tiger and I are incredibly excited. we shared this vision with the room of players last week in Wilmington. Some of those players were already involved, but it's just another prong to what the PGA Tour are trying to do to push the tour forward, and there was so much excitement in the room with that as well. It'll be partly owned by the players, this league, so players can get equity in this league as well. So it's awesome. I think it's great for everyone involved, fans, TV, players, the tour in general. So yeah, I couldn't be more excited to get going.
Great.
All right, we'll go ahead and take some questions. Yep, Kathy over there. Sure, over there.
Thank you. Will there be just one location that everybody comes to, or do you pick this stuff up, pack it up, and move it around the country?
To start, there'll be one location, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Has anyone been to the Bogey Inn in Columbus?
I have not, but it sounds like you're going to tell me I should go.
I think the first ever Memorial I played, I spent Sunday night in the Bogey Inn.
Were you hit under those windows?
No, I just remember having a few too many drinks.
Oh, no. Well, they do have adult beverages there, but it's like garage doors, and people hit out to fake greens, and then you come inside and you do the putting and the shipping.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Good to know.
This might be a little more sophisticated than that.
Any other questions, guys? Doug?
A little bit lost, apologies, but on the timing of it, is it on the 15? Is it? Do you have any specific dates in mind in terms of related to weeks of various tournaments? Will it be aligned that way?
Yes, yeah, very much so. Very much so. It'll be Monday nights of tournaments that are in that January to April window. What's that?
Yeah, I think the new schedule is going to help. This, the Monday night piece from a scheduling standpoint for media is great, but also the Monday night piece for the schedule in a player's week and all the demands on their time is great too. So imagine the new schedule and when these guys are available, it's going to all line up.
What's the location going to be?
Good question. We're going to be announcing a location as we get a little bit closer to the competition date, but we're reviewing proposals from a lot of the partners that we've met with so far.
Is it out of the question that it would move to a couple of different locations as the tour moves?
In future years, that is not out of the question.
I'm sorry if I missed this. Is there a purse? Is there money involved in this?
Yeah, there will be a purse, yeah.
Can you describe in rough terms what that's going to look like?
Rough terms, I see the terms boatload and truckload being thrown a lot lately. Maybe it'll be in between those two. But we'll announce the purse as we get a little bit closer to the start date.
Will you be able to gamble on this?
Is that a personal question? Are you asking for a friend or?
Will people actually be able to?
There's going to be a lot of data generated. You can imagine an environment like that, the types of data that we're going to be able to capture. There's going to be a lot of data generated, and obviously there's going to be other opportunities for fans to engage from home or wherever they watch.
Rory, given the limited amount that Tiger's able to play, do you think this is the best use of his time? Best use of the amount we're going to see him play golf?
If you want to, who knows where we're going to see Tiger Woods play golf next, right? We don't know what his schedule is going to be. We don't know how his body's going to be. But to be able to see him still showcase his skills on prime time on TV without really any wear and tear on his body, I think to be able to see Tiger hit golf shots and still sort of provide people with a glimpse of his genius, I think it is a really good use of his time, yeah.
And when you think about it, the wear and tear on the body is 6, 7, 8 mile walks a day up and down hills. This eliminates all of that, which is in addition to not creating that wear and tear on anyone's body, much less Tiger. It also is the way in which we're able to condense the time frame. So a 300-yard drive, 300-plus yard drive is a 2.5-minute walk. On television, you go to commercial, you show other players. It's a 10-foot walk over to the bench area, you grab your next club, you come back, you hit your next shot. So it eliminates a lot of that for sure.
Do you have a television partner?
We do not have a television partner. We're going to start that process right after this week. But I have already gotten some pretty good interest from various partners who I know from my past life, various partners around the world already. So I think there's going to be a lot of interest.
Well, that was my question, but is it going to be network television? Can you tell us that, or
Well, if I can't tell you who the partner is, I cannot tell you where it ends up. But we will announce that when we have that deal done.
Will there be a TGL school, or what sort of criteria do you see for teams?
That has not been something that has been contemplated, but the number of agents and players that have hit me up in the last couple of days, that may be something we have to add. Yeah,
we're not looking for world ranking points for this.
Rory, these 6 teams, do they all play every week, or is like 2 teams play this week, 2 teams play next week?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's not every team plays every week, but you're going to see, over the course of that 15-week schedule, you're going to see, teams play against each other however many times.
You'll have over the 15 weeks, each team plays 5 times.
5 times. Yeah.
So when you have 6 teams, each team plays the other 5 teams once. So Tiger and Rory's teams will play each other 1 time.
We can assume team names, uniforms, all that?
That's all to come. That's all to come.
Rory, from your own history of fandom, I'm just curious, did they ever show the Battle of Bighorn in Northern Ireland?
Yeah, so I was actually I was playing the World Junior Masters in Hawaii when the Battle of Bighorn was being played and the showdown at Sherwood. And I think it was it was on pay-per-view at that time. We were staying in some hotel and I made my dad pay whatever it was, $40 or $50 to watch.
Wow.
So yeah, I remember that stuff.
I wonder if you could just speak, that died a eventual death, but the kind of the space of a Monday night and why Monday is important or how that fits into the whole equation.
Well, I think it's these were very, very limited to it was one Monday night a year. This is a league, this is a series, this is something that people can get invested in and follow along. So I think there's a big differentiator there. So yeah,
and Doug, when you look at from the media standpoint, more or less.
Football's over.
Yeah, college football national championship game is early January, Monday night, and you're pretty much wide open from a national sports standpoint until Labor Day when Monday Night Football starts that next week. So you've got a really good window from a national sports standpoint where you've got NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, other nights of the week, but obviously from a golf calendar standpoint, Tuesday travel day practice. Wednesday pro-am, Thursday through Sunday play. Monday and Monday nights is the time that all this makes sense, which is why a lot of the Monday outings are happening, because that's when it fits in guys' schedules. So it's a combination of the overall media landscape, but also how's this going to work for a player schedule.
Okay. All right. Well, Mike, Rory, thank you guys so much for the time, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.